This is so good, Sheena. First off, aim higher than me. But there's so many quotables in this, like about mentorship being as important as breathing. I get asked a lot of times, what would you tell your younger self? And I always think about, I had a mentor a couple of years ago that told me this line that your network is your net worth. And it's so true, because I look back in my career and I will tell you, like early on, I had no idea what I was doing. Relatively early on in career for several years, like for me, it was always about what's the next role, develop command and mastery of the role and then move on, move up, right? And that was all it was for me. I didn't seek out mentors. And so I love the fact that you understand the value and importance of it, because I think there's so much that folks, even like me, can continue to learn about the value and importance of a mentor and how you articulated the different types, because there absolutely are. There's those people that you work alongside that you kind of push each other. Like I may not be feeling it today, but the guy sitting next to me is feeling it. Or, I've got a friend of mine who can call me and she knows exactly what to say to like get me fired up. And like, we can just feed off of each other. Then you've got, okay, I see these folks, and you and I were having an earlier conversation about like, people that I looked at as aspirational mentors years ago, like to the point where I'm like, I could never hold a candle to these folks. Like now I go out and have meals with them.
Wow.
And so it amazes me to the point that like, what I love about what you said is that, you talk about getting a response from folks, getting a response from strangers, getting them into your camp. I did a post earlier in the week about how we need to be intentional about building out like a personal advisory board. And that board can be all of those different types of mentors that you highlight. All of those different types of people are important. And every meaningful role that I've ever been pulled into in my career, because hindsight's 2020, has been because of a relationship, except one. Whether I was promoted or whether I made a move to another organization, it was all because of relationships. And so that's the most important thing. Like that is it. And that's why I couldn't agree more that it's more important than breathing, or as important. Gotta breathe.
It's as important as breathing. You basically die in your career if you don't have a mentor.
That's good. See, this is like meme worthy.